Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Saturday training call. My name is Janet Legere, and along with my partner, Don Legere, we're your hosts each week, where we share some of the strategies that have worked for us over the years to help you learn how to build your list and make money online, because I believe that's why you're all here, right? You're here to learn how to make this work. You're here to make it work for you. At some point, you've come to believe you really can, and I'm here to tell you that you absolutely can. I believe anyone can make money online if they follow a few simple strategies. I teach what works for me. There's a lot of ways to do this. All right, that's the first thing you need to know. There's more than one way to do this. I teach what works for me, and I can promise you that if you do what I teach, it will work for you too. The challenge is most of you don't do exactly what I teach. Am I right? I look around the room. I see some very familiar names. I see some new names as well. It's exciting to see new people on our call. Welcome, William, Wally, you're fairly new to our group. Kathy's fairly new to our group. Caroline, Annette, it's awesome to see new people on our call. Love to have you guys here. How are you doing with your business? Are you following some of the strategies that work? Are you following any of my strategies? I see some old familiar faces here, and I always love to know what's working for you. And we're going to talk a bit about that today. But first, we're going to start with a bit about who Don and I are, where we came from, how we got here, why you would even want to listen to us. There is a reason. And then we're going to get into my favorite part of the call, and I think Don's too, because it's where he gets to get a full word in edgewise without being interrupted, and he will share a bit on inspiration and living and loving life, because believe me, we do. Then we'll get into the training part of our call today, where I'm going to be sharing with you some advertising tips and strategies that work for me. Okay? Now, I got to tell you, today's call is laced with tips. All right, I've got lots of tips I'm going to be sharing with you. You're going to be able to take this information away with you and use it today to increase your results. Sound good? Does that sound good to you guys? You ready to get going? I am going to ask, because our calls are very generic, that we don't share your personal or business information in the text chat. There'll be plenty of time to network with others at the end of the call. I do, however, encourage you to engage in the conversation. So just keep your conversation on topic, and we'll all get along perfectly. Are we good to go? This is where I check to see if you're actually really here. Just type in the text chat and let me know that you're good to go. I forgot to send my email this morning. Well, I didn't forget to send it. I forgot to click the send button. It was all set up. So it's just going out. I'm sure we're going to see some stragglers coming in. All right. You guys think you're good to go. Awesome. Awesome. I just want to make sure you're here, that you're hearing me, that the room is working. I love being able to interact. A lot of people use Google Hangouts, which is an awesome tool. I use it for certain calls where I just want to get a training video. But when I want to interact with people, which is like now, I prefer this technology, because you guys can interact with me in text, and it makes it so much fun. So who the heck are Janet and Don Legere? Well, the truth is, we're just ordinary people like you. We come from an ordinary background. Both of us come from a corporate background. We both had some experience in business. A lot of my life I spent in business with my ex-husband, and I worked as an accountant. So my training, my expertise, my passion was accounting and numbers, believe it or not. People find that surprising. However, in 1999, I met this wonderful man online, believe it or not, and we had an instant connection, and that connection brought us here in 1998, when we both found ourselves away from the corporate world. And we decided, hey, you know what, we're pretty smart, we're pretty technological able, we love technology. I might call us a little bit geekish. Let's build our business on the internet. Well, I got to tell you guys, in 1998, there was not a lot going on when it comes to training or teaching you how to do anything. You are very fortunate today, when in some ways unfortunate, because today there are so many trainings out there and so many ways to do things. It can be a challenge to pick which one to use, but at least you have training to choose. There was none back then. But we learned at a very early stage to build our lists. And I discovered 3 years later, when the business we were in that was our main income, and we were very successful right away. I have to say that once we had a program and we were building it, success was ours every step of the way. In 2003, that success went down the tubes very quickly when that business went under. It does happen. It happens with the best of businesses and the best of intentions. There are no guarantees. But I can tell you something. I learned something very valuable when that happened. And that value was to not have all my eggs in one basket. And I realized that I didn't need to have all my eggs in one basket. I had many eggs that I could have in my basket. And that's when I put together my very first system where I taught people what I do, because I realized I had a system. And that is when the Contact List Builder was first born, was in 2003. I wrote my first ebook where I taught people all of my strategies, and I created my first affiliate program. It was an instant success, and here we are 12 years later, still successful with the Contact List Builder. It is my focus. It is everything I do. And I'll let you know that at Contact List Builder, nothing much has changed. We still teach you to build your list. We teach you to use the tools and resources that work. We test them, we use them, and when they work, we show you how to do it. Now here's where the challenge comes in for everybody. Correct me if I'm wrong. You don't stay long enough with the system to make it work. You use excuses like you're overwhelmed, there's too many shiny objects, there's too many programs here, there, and everywhere, there's too much to do, there's too many this, there's too many that, and it's too hard to follow just one person. Anybody falling into that category? There's too many of them out there. I don't know what your reason is, but right now, would you be one of those people who are not following one system? And when I say following a system, I mean following it, doing it step by step, doing it exactly as it's laid out. Is there anyone here? Are you doing that? Yes or no? William is? Good for you, William. Most people are not following a system, not the way it's designed. Because I know for a fact, if you do what I do, exactly what I do, it's going to work for you. If you belong to XYZ system and you do exactly what they tell you to do, it will work for you. That's the secret, my friends. That's tip number one. As I said, today's training call is going to be loaded with tips for you that you're going to be able to take and use right now, today, to get results in your business. Well, there's something else that gets results in your business, and that is motivation. Being motivated to do this work. Being inspired inside, having a reason to do this. You all have a reason you're still here. Many of you have been here many years. There's a reason you want to do this. It keeps you coming back. I don't know what motivates you to jump all over. I don't know what motivates you to stop doing what works. And today, Don's going to share something about what motivates him. Because I'm going to tell you guys, you really do need to find that inspiration. You need to find whatever it is out there that's going to help you get everything done. And you need to hold on to whatever's inside to make sure you're getting it done. I have to tell you that there's not a day goes by that I don't have a smile on my face when I go to the door and say, it's 8 o'clock or time to get up, good morning. Or when I'm sitting here and it's not a day that I have to wake him up and I hear that little knowing that he's awake, you know, that little groan, that morning I'm awake, my heart just sings and I feel great. He's a big inspiration in my life, and today he's going to share some of what inspires him. So without further ado, please, a nice, warm round of applause for my husband, my partner, my best friend, Mr. Don Legere. Take it away, my love.
Okay, I'll take it away. How's my am I crackly today, or is it coming through okay? Is my voice okay? Is it crackly? I need to know before I start, because then I can make an adjustment or two. We're all okay? All right, excellent. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And that is so true. You know, you could be sitting there looking at, you know, everything we face here is a problem. And I'll turn it down just a tad for you, Jan. It's a puzzle. Everything we do on Earth is a puzzle for us to solve. Whether it's sitting at work, whether it is trying to reach an income goal or reach a life goal, uh, it's a puzzle, and that's all it is. It's a simple puzzle that we're here to solve. And when we solve the puzzle, we get the things that we're working toward. And when you look back after you've solved the puzzle, it looks like it's a very simple thing to do, and you become pretty darn good at it. Now, this week I've been doing a little bit of research on what other people are doing to find success online. And I have found a whole bunch of brand new concepts too that I'll be starting to share with everyone on the blog. So make sure you visit our Contact List Builder blog, because that's where I'm going to be placing a lot of new information which will help you search your niche market for a good idea what your product or service should be and how best to go about that. Because really it's not really that difficult. It really isn't. We get lost in the minutia of things. We start looking at one thing and we let ourselves get lost in it. We get ourselves lost in, I've got an autoresponder, now I got to fill it up with responses to send to people. But that's not the case. Each week you could send a brand new email to your people. But the point is, the puzzle is this: how do I achieve what I want to achieve online? Well, believe me, you can. There are many things you could be doing. You could start your own t-shirt company. You can start your own pen company. Or how about the guy with the brand new shaver? He started that online too. And, just find the niche, do a little bit of research, and get to it. Use the social media to get out there and speak with people, because it's all about solving the puzzle. And once you solve the puzzle on paper, that's your to-do list, you look at it and you say, this is pretty simple. This is pretty darn simple. I think on the Contact List Builder, maybe, I had put a post up about a 9-year-old girl's business plan. And it was so simple. And when you look at it, you think she could take this to the dragons, and they would give her money hand over fist. And it was her business plan to put together a dog walking business. And she was able to put on paper exactly what she needed to do. And there were as little as 9 steps. And I think we can all, individually and collectively, solve any puzzle that we encounter by simply writing out, the 9 steps we need to take. Now, it's one thing to write out the 9 steps that you need to take. It's another thing to do it. Jan mentioned on the Morning Motivator this week, one of her topics was you can't have a goal and sit there and expect it to arrive. It can, but for the most part, for most of humanity, it just doesn't happen that way. We have to decide what it is we're going to do, create our list of things that we need to get done in order for our business to be successful, and then get out there and make some noise. We have to get out there and take some action. Because once writing your business plan is one thing, but you have to act on it, is what I'm saying. And that's part of the puzzle. Now, what prevents us from acting on the business plan? I put a little bit of thought into this too. And I think the only thing that prevents us from working on our plan is we're afraid. We're afraid to talk to people. We're afraid our product isn't good enough. We are afraid of being criticized or ridiculed for the product or service that we're representing. We're just simply afraid. Well, don't be afraid, because in your niche market there are a number of people. I was reading about a young fellow who started a t-shirt company. And on the t-shirt, he just wanted to target dog owners. So what did he do? He went to the social media sites, found all the groups on dogs, and he talked to the webmaster, he talked to the leader, and asked to put an ad on the website regarding his t-shirts for dogs. And almost immediately he made $1,200 just because his market approach was correct. He had written down what he needed to accomplish, and he simply went out and did it. And it's a very simple process. But key to all this, and Jan's going to give you a whole bunch of new tips on this today, you've got to build your list. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter if you're selling t-shirts, pens, pencils, razors, whatever. You've got to build your list. And you can do it slowly or you can do it fast by getting out there on the social media and sharing what it is that your service or product is and how it will help people. So take the time to actually really think about what it is you want to accomplish online. Write your little business plan. It's 9 points. And then take action. Start moving toward it. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I know that you'll all achieve your goals if you do this. And I honestly believe that your results will be better, bigger, and more easily accomplished than you could even hope or realize just by following those simple steps. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'll give you back to Janet, where she will give you some more hard stuff on how to market online. Thank you all for joining us today.
See what I mean? I am so lucky, I can't even believe it. My goodness. I'm just blessed. I live in dreamland. Not like the dreamland on Netflix, but I do live in dreamland. I love my life. Thank you, Dawn. That was bang on and wonderful. And I love working with you. I love our life. It's awesome. And I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to give you some tips today. I'm going to give you some strategies. I'm going to talk about things that work for me. I'm looking around the room here. There's a lot of familiar faces. Some of you are making it work. Some of you are finally starting to put the pieces together. Some of you are still struggling. I'd like to hear from you. My intent today is to help you really believe that you can do this. But I have to say something right from the get-go. All right? I'm not teaching you anything that's new. There is no secret to making this work. There's no magic button where you just go or magic program that you can be a part of, that you're going to make money on the internet without doing what I'm going to be talking about today. Whether you pay somebody to do it or you do it, it has to be done. And what's it? You need to be focused on building your list. It is the one thing that has saved our butts time and time and time and time again when programs have come and gone, when we've taken different directions. We've had a ton of success over the last 16 years. We've had a ton of things that didn't work. If y'all think it's been a absolutely rosy stream, it has been. Why can't you see me on live video instead of stuffed bears? Well, because it's 9 o'clock in the morning here on a Saturday, and I'm not up and ready to be on video, Wally. If I was, so on occasion I am up and live on video. But that's why my bears are here. I could have a picture, but I'm here. Hi. Hi. It's my hand. Oh, you guys are funny. All right, so what we're going to be talking about today is what you need to be doing here on the internet, what you need to make this work. I'm going to go through some of the advertising resources that I use, how to use them, how to make them work. I'm not sure to help Ricardo. Maybe somebody could, Dawn, if you could just type in the text chat to close his browser completely and reload. He may need to reboot. Obviously, we have sound. Throughout this training today, I'm going to be sharing some advertising ideas, some tips with you, and I am going to challenge you to make note of them. I'm also going to challenge you to put them into action, okay? There's no reason on earth for you to not be successful in your business. The only reason is because you're not doing the things you need to do every day. Yes, William, we are recording, and usually the recording works. Hopefully today's recording is going to work flawlessly, and it will be on our YouTube channel, and it will be on our blog. All right, you'll find it at Get Live Training. There is if you go to the post section, you'll find all of our replays. So I have a question out there, a very simple question. Are you making money with your business online? Just a quick yes or no. I don't care if it's $1. If at some point in your internet career you made $1, then you're making money online. You've done something right. All right. Are you making money online? Yes or no? Way to go, Des, Annette, Larry. Awesome. I say I love seeing yeses. I love it. You're doing something right. You're doing something right. It's a lot of yeses. Where's the no's? A lot of no's out there. I notice the no's aren't wanting to respond. By not responding, it's a passive response, right? Well, today I'm going to show you how to make money online. I'm going to talk a bit. Last week, we talked about your internet marketing funnel and multiple streams of income. If you follow what I taught last week, you're going to make money. But the secret is following it. The secret is staying focused, promoting a lead capture page, and making that work. Building your list and making sure that your list is following up with those subscribers about your business. There's no magic button here. There's nothing you can do that just is going to happen like this. You need to start collecting resources. You need to learn how to advertise on the internet. You need to find something that works for you, and then you need to do it, and do it consistently. Because I can promise you, the people who are making money online are doing it consistently. Dawn and I figured out over the last 5 months, we've been away from home for 3 months. Haven't been home, didn't do calls. My goodness, Steve, thank you for taking over for that. Like, that's a lot of calls you did. And in that time, I still grew our business. We were busy with family, busy grandparenting. We were busy. We were busy. We were not at the computer. But I can tell you, there is one thing I did every day. I checked in. I did my emails. I sent my ads. Because I have everything set up, it's a simple thing for me to keep my business fed. I followed up as I needed with those that were important. How many of you knew that I was away and still were able to connect with me? Most of you know. You still saw me online. You still saw me on Skype. You still saw me check in. You knew that I was here. So here's the first thing you need to make this work. You got to take notes here, guys. If you don't have a lead capture page attached to an autoresponder, get that done. At Contact List Builder, I give you shared codes you can use, so none of this is hard. Just do it. Click enter, copy, paste, make a few edits. You're done. I can go in for you and do it and set it up in about 15 minutes. All you need to do is put the time aside to read the instructions and do it, okay? And you're going to do it more than once. You're going to need more than one capture page. Now here's another little tip that I didn't even put in here, so you want to make note of this. It's important to have more than one capture page that all feed the same list. I've been online for 16 years doing this. I have more than one list. They all get fed. I have a lot of resources. I've been here for 16 years. You can't expect to just make this happen overnight unless you have a lot of money to invest. So take the time to do it right. I hope I'm making sense. So you need a lead capture page attached to your autoresponder. You need ad copy. You guys are making some of this way too hard because you think it's too hard to have ad copy. You just have ad copy in a swipe file, a Word document or a text file with ads where you can just go to the folder, open your ad, copy, paste, send. You're going to have another Word document that keeps all of your links and resources, so that you can just open it, click it, enter, copy, paste, send. Whether you have 10 minutes to do this, whether you have 10 hours to do this, it doesn't matter. What does the word contact mean? In CLB, it's contact list builder. I'm teaching you to build a contact list, Wally. That's what I teach. It's what I do. That's what this is all about. That's why you need a lead capture page attached to your autoresponder, so you can build a contact list, a list of subscribers who want to connect with you. I hope that makes sense. You need to have some ad copy. Again, I hand it to you on a silver platter. I do make it simple. And you need some resources. And again, I hand those to you on the silver platter. I test all the resources I use. I give you the best of best. I don't think it gets any easier. But this is the hardest part right here. The hardest part is you following this. The hardest part is you wrapping your head around the fact of setting up a lead capture page that's attached to your autoresponder. And maybe there's a system in place that's already working and they've got that set up for you, but you somehow think you can do better. So I'm going to give you another bit of advice here that's not on a tip file. Follow what works. Do what works until it works for you, and then you can add your own flair to it. Does that make sense to you guys? It's another big piece of advice. Do what works until it works for you. Then you can add your own flair. Then you can go and change things. Then you can go and create unique capture pages and do fun things. But until you can get things working for you, I suggest you do what works. Does it make sense? So I'm going to cover some advertising resources here because that's what this is about. This is tips and strategies for you to get people to your lead capture page. Are we clear on that? I'm giving you tips and strategies today to get people to your lead capture page, to start building your list, to get people in your business. I'm all about the list. That's why my main program is called Contact List Builder, because I really believe everybody needs to have a list of people who want to connect with you, a list of people who might be opening your emails. I have a lot of different lists. I have lists of members. I have lists of buyers. I have lists of partners. I have lists of leads. But everybody who comes into my system is like a friend, is a person. So we're going to talk a little bit about solo ads, safe lists and traffic exchanges, social networks, Skype, and your blog. So how many of these resources are you all currently using right now? All of them. I've got 5 listed, 5 different types of resources. Are you guys using any of these? Are you using solo ads, safe lists? What is your best resource? They all work. There's a secret to making them work. I do recommend you do what's already working before you go off and do other things. I know that Ricardo is starting to see some, he's having trouble getting his sound today, but he's seeing results in his business. He finally took the time to step back and truly follow just one system and just do it consistently as I encouraged and he's getting results. His business is growing. People are taking action because he's being consistent. So when you're consistent, the people that come into your business will be consistent too. Now imagine that you bring people onto your list, they start to see what you do, they start to do what you do. Whoa, what does that mean? You're going to start making more money. Are we making sense? Solo ads. Anybody here use solo ads? Cost money for solo ads. There's 2 different kinds of solo ads. There's solo ads that are, we call them safe list solo ads. There's a couple resources I highly recommend. One is Real-Time Ad Blast and the other is for serious marketers only. They are both really amazing, and you can sign up as a lifetime member for a one-time payment. So you pay once and you use that resource forever. And they keep adding more lists to it. So you're getting to more and more people. And do they work? Oh, absolutely. What's the secret? Using them I mean, you can only send for serious marketers only, I can send every day, and with real-time ad blast every 3 days. So I make sure I'm in there doing my ads to those members because I get results every time I do. The other type of solo ad are people who offer to send your email to their subscribers. That would be if I used to offer solo ads at Udemy. I haven't been recently because I'm really nurturing my lists at the moment. Most people have a large list that they've built specifically for solo ads. And so they would send my ad to their list. Or if you bought a solo ad from me, you would send me your ad copy and I would send that ad to my list. When you advertise a lead capture page to this type of advertising, you're going to get big results. You're going to pay for them anywhere from 35 cents to $1 per click. So if you're buying 100 clicks, that means 100 people that click your website. You're going to be paying anywhere from $35 to $100 for 100 clicks. So you want to make sure that your ads are working, that your capture page is working, and you want to make sure you're using a capture page, that you're sending people somewhere where they're going to subscribe to get something. I need to know that that is perfectly clear with all of you, because I know that some of you are not following this specifically. You're not focused on that one flow and making it work. Now, if you have a capture page that's working, paid solo ads, when you're advertising to someone's subscribers, are huge. So for 100 clicks, I would expect to see 25 to 50 subscribers. And using the system I use, because I'm advertising and getting them to sign up in my business, I will see anywhere, if I'm getting 25 to 50 subscribers, I would see anywhere from 10 to 25 signups, sometimes more. Are you getting those results? Is that worth $100 to get 50 signups in my business? Yeah, it's worth it. The secret here is testing the effectiveness of your capture page before you buy a large solo. We teach all about how to use solo ads at Contact List Builder. If you want more info, get in touch with us. But solo ads are the fastest way to grow your business. Just remember that there's two kinds. The one is a safe list solo ad. The other is a subscriber-based solo ad. Now let's talk about safe lists. I know for a fact that when people come on the internet, it is one of the first things they do is get involved in safe lists, and then they lose their minds. Put your hand up if that was you. Why do they lose their minds? Well, first of all, they don't just join one. They usually join a bunch. Now, all of a sudden, their inbox is overflowing with emails that they don't know how to get rid of. They don't know how to manage. They don't know what they've gotten into. And so it becomes unmanageable. And the other thing that happens is you start clicking for credits, and you spend all day clicking for credits. And so you're really not using your time effectively. Anybody fall into those categories? Either that you got overwhelmed with so many emails from these safe lists, you really didn't know how to manage them, or you're overwhelmed with clicking for credits. Yeah, it's a challenge. I know it is. I can give you all the resources in the world, but unless you organize your resources, none of this is going to work for you. So I am going to suggest to each and every one of you here, because you are all probably in the same boat. I doubt, I'm going to throw it out there. How many of you have a swipe file that is filled with all of your resources, including all the logins and passwords? Whether you have it in a book, I have all of mine in notebooks. I know where all of my logins are. I'm up and running in no time. Appreciate your honesty there, Des. Nope. Save your butt. I'm going to tell you, it's going to save your butt. Now, If you make a list of all of these things, I can also show you how to take those and make money from them. Now here's the secret with safe lists, okay? If you've got 1,000,000 of them, I want you to take some time every day and start making a list of them. And then you're going to start going into every one of them, one at a time. You're going to set up your filters to organize your mail so that your inbox isn't overwhelmed. In Gmail, you can go in and you can set up a filter, and you can set up a folder, and you can send all your safe lists there. You don't even have to pick them right away until you want to. Don't make this harder than it needs to be. Keep a file with everything you need. Keep it handy so that when you've got 10 minutes or half an hour, you can open that file, click a link, and go send an email. This isn't hard, okay? This is mechanical. None of this requires any education. It doesn't require any special skills. You got into this room. You have all the skills you need to do this. You have all the skills you need to set up a lead capture page. You have all the skills you need to copy and paste an ad in a safe list. You just need to do it. Schedule your ads to be sent. Set up your profile. Set up your banner ads. Set up your text ads. Make sure you're putting the banner and text ad for whatever you're promoting, and make sure that you're linking it to your capture page. Now, I'm going to recommend that you upgrade once a month in a safe list or viral mailer, because upgrading allows you to have, number one, have credits, lots of extra benefits, usually more commissions. Number two, it saves you time. So if you budget that once a month, all of a sudden you're going to find things are working better. Now here's another little tip. As you join a mailer or as you make your list and go through them, one by one, you want to go into your autoresponder campaign and add an email that invites your subscribers to have a look at that mailer. Why would you want to do that? Well, especially if you've upgraded in the mailer, if you send an email to them and they join and they upgrade, you'll earn a commission. Usually with most viral mailers, even when they're signing up under you and they're a referral, you're going to earn from their credits. If they're earning credits, you're earning credits. There's lots of reasons to sponsor people. Number one is to get them paid for you. When you join a mailer or any program and you pay a fee, you better spend time promoting that program until it's paid for. Good advice? Another tip that isn't even on here. Do you guys think that's good advice? When you join a program and you pay for it, you then advertise it, you recommend people to it until you get upgrades and it's paid for. And you start by putting them through your list, getting them on your list. Now, safe list mailers save your butt. They save so much time. I use 3 separate ones: Traffic Zipper, Viral Mail Profits, and Referral Frenzy. They are all in the Prospect Geyser Co-op Downline Builder. They're all on our page at Get Live Training, our recommended resources. I recommend you start here. Why? Because they contain all the top safe lists and viral mailers that are out there. I have more. There are more in my arsenal than are what in those programs. But those programs save me hours every day because they're automated. Traffic Zipper and Viral Mail Profits just send my email automatically. I go in once a week, and I mean, Traffic Zipper I haven't been in ages. Those emails go out like clockwork. Every once in a while I'll go in and change the ad. But my ads are going out whether I'm sending them or not. Now, I have other mailers that are not part of those systems that I send to manually. So here's a tip. Add one at a time. Plan to upgrade one a month as your budget allows. Make that a thing you're going to do. Once a month, you're going to upgrade in a viral mailer. Now remember to add each mailer to your swipe file, to your file that you have of your mailers that includes your username and your password. Oh, excuse me, guys. I can tell it's snowing out. It's getting dry here. Do I use rotators? You've got to be careful with a rotator, all right? You use a rotator when you want to test different lead capture pages that all go to the same campaign. You never use a rotator to promote more than one program. Referral frenzy really is that good, Caroline. It just takes a bit to set it up. It's awesome. Those 3 programs are just lifesavers. Now, I'm not going to talk a lot about traffic exchanges here because they're not a primary resource for me. I do own one. I won't say I'm the best traffic exchange owner. The biggest secret I can say is, you know what, join 3 to 5 of the top exchanges. Surf them every day. Don't spend more than an hour surfing. You're wasting your time otherwise. The biggest tip with traffic exchanges is that you want to be putting fresh capture pages as often as you can. So this is where a rotator would really come in handy, although most of them don't allow you to have a rotator. But you could have different splash pages that go to the same opportunity or the same capture page, but they're a different page, so they look different. Traffic exchanges members love to see anything new, so keep that in mind. That's my tip on traffic exchanges. Don't spend all your time on traffic exchanges. There is an art to them. Just surfing isn't the art, okay? Now, social networks, you know, there's a little magic word here in social networks. It's called social. Social networks are not about you going and pounding your business and promoting your links. Come and join my business. I have the best one. Mine's better than yours. You know, join my business, join my business, join my business. I don't want to join your business. But I do want to connect with people that I connect with. I want to find people that are on the same page as me. I'm going to give you some strategies you can use here on social networks to connect with people. You know, I teach you to build a contact list. You're actually building a contact list on Skype, Facebook, LinkedIn. When you connect with people there, when people add you, you know, you can add people as a friend or add people as a contact. That's a list. Those are people that you can reach out to and have, oh my, wait, a conversation. Does anybody here know what a conversation is? Conversation. Okay, repeat after me. My whole goal with social networks is to have conversations. Oh, everybody I connect with, they just want to promote their opportunity. Turn it into a conversation. Stop promoting your business, all right? Go to Facebook, search for people in your area. Don't add them send them a message, but don't add them as a friend until you connect with them, unless you know them. Send a short message, visit their profile, like their photos, review their posts if you see that, you know, but don't just go and do it haphazardly. Like, if you see somebody that looks like somebody you might want to work with, they seem involved in internet marketing or they have some similar interests to you, then pay attention. They're going to see what you're doing. They're more apt to connect with you. Our goal here is to have conversations, all right? So here's a Facebook conversation starter. You could use this anywhere. You could use this on Skype. On Skype, I would change it and I'd say, hey, I'm online for a few minutes. Do you have time to chat? Write that down. Hi, I'm online for a few minutes. Do you have time to chat? You can go down Facebook. You can see who's online. You can say, hey, Steve, I'm online for a few minutes. Do you have time to chat? If you're going on Facebook and you're connecting with strangers that you'd like to connect with, you can say, hey, Fred, I'm connecting with people involved in business online, and I noticed you have an online business. Do you have time for a few questions? That might scare you all away. Because what if they came back and say, sure, now you got to ask question. God! How long have you been with the company? Oh, I just started. Awesome. How's that going for you? Are you making money? Yeah, it's going well. I'm having some success. That's awesome. I love to hear when people are successful. How are you marketing the business? Where are you advertising? Have a conversation, because you know what? They might tell you they're advertising over here and they're getting some great leads. Really? Can I see the link? Do you have an affiliate link for that program? I'm marketing a business too, and I love to find new resources to advertise. Like, really, what hurts you to go and look at what they're doing and then ask them questions? Find a common ground with them. Continue to have a conversation. And as Marshall Silver always used to say, be interested rather than interesting. They don't want to know you yet. But you need to know about them so that you can decide whether this is someone you want to work with. I can tell you that when you decide who you want to work with, your business grows way faster when you find people who want to work with you. LinkedIn is huge. It's very powerful, just like Facebook. LinkedIn has more business people. However, and they make it easy for you to connect with people because they give you notices every day when people achieve something in their business or their program, when they have a birthday. You can make contact easily. My inbox is full over there. I can hardly keep up with it. When people tell me they can't find leads, I laugh at them. What I do know is you're not having conversations and you're not directing the conversation. It takes practice. You're not going to perfect it. So what? Get out there and do it. Hi, I'm online for a few minutes. Do you have time to chat? Do you have a business online? At some point, you might find that things aren't really going. Just say that, it's been great chatting. Let's stay in touch. I have to go for now. When you're following up on social networks, when you're sending a message, if it's an email message, okay, make sure you include your contact information. LinkedIn allows you to email people back and forth. Or when you send them a congratulations, happy birthday, may your day be abundantly joyful. Janet Legere, how to connect with me. So I'm not selling them, I'm just showing them how to connect with me. I'm hoping they will. Anybody out there look for Skype IDs? Oh, wait a minute, Skype. I have to have a conversation. I actually have to talk to people. Yes! You have to talk to people. Hey, I hear congratulations are in order. Well done. Janet Legere, how to connect with me. LinkedIn is a huge resource. Don't tell me you don't have people to talk to. Gotta have a conversation. AppSense is a social network with business people. There's quite a few of them out there. Viral Networks is another business social. That one's more with affiliate marketers. AppSense has business in all points of business, online mostly. It's quite amazing the realm of people that are there, but it's a different way to market your business. Like anything else, it takes time. You're not going to do all of these things, okay? But you can get things set up, and it's social. You get people interested in what you're doing. You get them engaged in what you're doing so that you can have a conversation. What are we working on having, everyone? On Google Plus? So cool. Viral Networks, Adland Pro, IBO Toolbox, another great program. Oh my goodness. Filled with Skype IDs. But I'm going to tell you something. If you're adding people to your lists and you're not starting conversations, it may work for you. If your list is set up properly, it will start to work for you. But until you put yourself into that business, until you become a real person that people can reach out to, that people can have a conversation with, your business isn't going to grow the way you want to grow. How many of you want your business to grow, to really, really grow? I'm pretty sure if I ask who's on Skype, 99% of the room here is going to say yes. If I ask if you're using it for your business, most of you are going to say no. I can tell you you're not having conversations the way you can. Don't let it scare you. Did you know if somebody asks you a question on Skype, you can say, hey, just a sec, I'll go ask my partner over here. You can come and ask me. Send me a message, say, I just had a lead ask me blah, 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 and I have no idea how to answer that. I'll give you some suggestions. Don't be afraid to have a conversation, because I can tell you that I don't know how more available I can be. When I say I'm available to help you, I am. But you have to take the action. Like Dawn said, you can do all the dreaming in the world. You can have all the wish books, all the dream boards, you can write things down as much as you want, but until you actually do something, it's not going to change. And that doing is having conversations. Invite people to connect with you. Have a conversation. When they ask questions you don't know the answer for, simply say, I don't know, but I'll find out for you. Can I get back to you tomorrow, or can I get back to you in an hour? What time can I get back to you? What works best for you? Here's a little tip on Skype. Go in and down your list of all your contacts and see who's online. And simply say, do you have time to chat? How many of you will get out there and do that one today? Start a conversation on Skype. When I ask people how many contacts you have on Skype, they have more than you think. Them to be connected with. None. Hi, name. Make sure you change that and put their name in, okay? You see them on Skype. Hey, Carlos, do you have time to chat? How are things going for you out there? What's your main focus for business? Where are you advertising? You're not making money. Are you building your list? That's always my great lead-in. Are you building your list? Now, blogging is a whole different way to get traffic, to get people on your list. It's also something you all need to do. I still hear people, I'm not blogging, I don't have time for that, I don't need to do that. Hogwash. You need a blog that's your name. If I have janetlegere.com, you need annetefrank.com, carlosluero.com, vernaletto.com, georgecooper.com, georgiajenkins.com. You need a personal blog where people can come and find out who the heck you are. Now, there's lots of things you can do on that blog. It's mostly going to be about things that turn your crank, that turn you on, that float your boat, about your passion, about what you do, about what works for you. It's about anything and everything you want. It's about your niche. Now, if you really want to get into blogging, you're going to learn to curate content in your niche so that you can get people that come to your blog. They're going to be interested in what you do and what you know. Blogging isn't something that needs to be a full-time job. It can be a full-time focus, and it will work if you do it right. But you all need a blog. You all need to get it set up. You all need to have it. It's important. Don't turn the page on that one. Don't say, I don't have time to set up a blog. We have training courses that show you exactly how to do it. It's easier than you think. Like I said, this is another mechanical activity to set up your blog. You got into the room here. You have all the skills you need to do everything you need to make this work. So how much time should you spend advertising every day? Well, we were away 3 months out of 5 months. And in that 3 months, I may have spent half an hour to an hour. Maybe I was a good hour every day doing some promoting. Sometimes I got in my full two hours. Most of my time online is spent managing my membership sites, because I have quite a few of them, and following up with members, having conversations. I have conversations every day with new people. How are they doing? What are they doing? Where do they need help? You can get here too. How do you get here? How do you get to a place where you can go on vacation for 3 months out of 5 months and still grow your business? By doing the first things we talked about, setting up your lead capture page, making sure it's attached to your autoresponder, understanding how to do that so that you can create new capture pages easily, and spend all of your time advertising that page and follow up and have conversations. That's it. What you don't want to do is be advertising this program, that program, this program, that program, over here, over there, over there. This is working for 5 minutes. That's worked for 30 seconds. Nothing works. I tried that. Doesn't work. I've been online for 16 years. Okay, not 1 year, not 5 years. 16. 16. And I have been doing what I do for those 16 years. Do you think I would still be doing it if it didn't work for me? I've been successful in a number of network marketing programs because I spend my time building my list. So we talked a lot about a lot of resources today. You're not likely to use all of these resources out the gate. I highly recommend starting either with safe lists or solo ads. The safe list solo ads are the easiest way to get really into the safe list quickly. Don't give up right away. Don't send out ads, I didn't get any results, and think that it's not working. I can tell you that if you send ads every day, you'll get to the point where you're starting to see subscribers every day because it starts to catch up. Things don't happen the first email you send out. Sometimes it does, but not always. I covered a lot of tips today. I don't know if you really took notes, but I thought I'd write them up here. I will put these up on our blog when the recording goes up. Keep a swipe file with your ads and links, a Word document or a text file. Keep it in a folder that you know where it is. I keep mine in Dropbox. All my information is in my Dropbox account so that no matter where I am, if I'm on my phone, I have access to my files. As you join new viral mailers, put a follow-up message in your autoresponder. I would hope if you've joined me in any of our viral mailers, Prospect Guys or Co-op just facelift, I think you guys all saw it. Awesome little safe list now. I just love her. She's so exciting. Well, you know what? You go to your autoresponder and you add an email. Did you see the new dress we have at Prospect Guys or Co-op? Or I'm going to send a broadcast, but I've just joined it. I'm going to go in. I'm going to say, hey, I just joined this really great mailer. I'm excited with the results I'm seeing. The membership is very active. It can work for you too. Bing. You give them the link. Now you've got that in your autoresponder, you can get back to business of using the mailer. Add one viral mailer at a time. Don't go and join 25 safe lists or 100 safe lists. Some of you have. Join one. Get it set up, which means setting up your profile, setting up your banner ad, setting up your text ad, sending your ad, scheduling your ad. Remember to add each mailer to your file with your username and password. You need to keep that. Keep the link where you log in with the username and password. You could even include your affiliate link if you want, but you can log into the system and find that anytime. Update your capture splash pages frequently. You know, little by little, you start creating more capture pages. Now all of a sudden you have several, you can rotate them. You can advertise this one this week, you can advertise the other one next week, the other one the next week. It keeps it fresh in their minds and they think they're seeing something new. Something will tweak their interest and they'll fill out the form and the next thing you know, they're in your business. Send people a short message when they visit their profile on Facebook. Go and be active on their page. Have you ever noticed you get noticed when somebody comes and likes something you did? They liked your post. They liked your picture. They commented on your picture. Duh. Hey, Fred, I noticed you were commenting on my pictures. It works in reverse too. Find a common ground to continue the conversation. How many of you are feeling a little better about having conversations now? Seriously, it's a serious question. Are you feeling better about having conversations? About starting a conversation, about finding people to talk to. That's really what this is all about, whether they subscribe to our list and we get them into Skype, wherever we get them. When we send our emails, our objective is to get them to reply so we can have a conversation. Include your contact information with your message and invite your members to respond. Do your best to engage members. Check your list of contacts for those who show online and send a message. Say, hi. You have time to chat. That one is one of my favorite. You can all do that. Who here is going to go out there, whether it's on Facebook or anywhere? All these Google Plus, most of these programs show you who's online. Hi, Fred. I'm online for a bit. Do you have time to chat? No, I wouldn't tag friends on a post unless the post is about that friend specifically, Larry. If I'm uploading a picture and it's relative to somebody I know, I might tag them. You got to be careful with that. You might want to, post on their page. It's really great to connect with you. Thanks for adding me as a friend. You feeling a little better, Hyacinth? A little means a lot to me. Are you willing to get out there and try it? Nobody's going to bite you. You won't die because you have a conversation or because you start a conversation and it doesn't go anywhere. And if you're still confused and still flustered and not knowing what to do, come and become part of our team at Contact List Builder, and I'll take you by the hand and show you how to do this. And at the same time, you'll be earning 10 plus income streams simply by following what we do at CLB. You'll not only earn 10 income streams, one of those income streams will be your primary business or whatever you want to promote. So aside from the programs and resources that we teach you to use to advertise your capture page, you can also advertise your business at Contact List Builder. No more shiny object syndrome. No more confusion. We're right at the top of the hour. I'm sorry for taking up a little more of your time. I would like just a couple more minutes to encourage you guys to take action. Have a conversation with somebody today. Even if it's just one person, if you've never done it before, make it a goal that every day you're going to have one conversation. You're going to say hi to somebody. I recommend you do it to 10. If you really want your business to grow, say hi to 10 people. Hi, I've got a few minutes online. Do you have a minute to chat? How's business? At some point, you're going to lead them into your business. Of course you are. You're going to wait for the right moment. Do it. If you took something from our call today, did you get some tips from this? Did you get some ideas to get out there and get more people into your business? Then do something with that. I want to see you go out there and start conversations. I want to hear that people responded. Take some action. Taking all these training calls, going to training calls is awesome. There's some great training out there, but if you're not going to take that information and throw it into action and do something with it, it's rather useless. Go write a blog post about what you learned today. Share some of those tips. If you need help, we're here to help. You can find us on Skype, Facebook. You can find our webinar replays on our blog. We are here to help you. If you need a little motivation and you're available at 10 a.m. Eastern, Tuesday. Oh, this one I forgot to change. My apologies. It's there Tuesday to Friday at the Morning Motivator. We are currently reading Ask and It Is Given and working on the games and processes. We're teaching you the law of attraction. More importantly, we're helping you find happy, because that's what life is all about, is being joyful in everything you do. I don't want to see you be confused. I don't want to see you be overwhelmed. I don't want to see you being anything that isn't fun. I want you to enjoy this environment, because I believe everyone can learn to use the internet to make money online. There's a way for you to do it. What I do may not be the way for you. I know that what I do will work for you. It may not be the way for you, but I am going to encourage you to try it, do exactly what I teach. I promise you it'll work for you. Not only that, you'll be able to take it and adapt it and apply it to everything and anything you do. You'll have a new focus. You'll have a new energy. You'll be so excited because you have more time than you ever dreamed possible. I really love you guys. Come back here next week. We're going to have another training call teaching you more tips and strategies about internet marketing. I think next week we're going to talk a little bit about your autoresponder, myths and realities and how to make them work for you. You guys are awesome. Be here next Saturday. Invite your friends. Most of all, have an amazing week. Thanks for being here.